Dear viewers, Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh. I pray you all well, inshallah. Welcome back to another episode of Align with the Divine. And I hope you're enjoying your Ramadan so far. Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala says, أعوذ بالله من الشيطان الرجيم. ولما رجع موسى إلى قومه غضبان أسفا قال بئس ما خلفتموني من بعدي أعجلتم أمر ربكم وألقى الألواح وأخذ برأس أخيه يجره إليه قال ابن إن القوم استضعفوني وكادوا يقتلونني فلا تشمت بي الأعداء ولا تجعلني مع القوم الظالمين قال رب اغفر لي ولأخي وأدخلنا في رحمتك وأنت أرحم الراحمين. Musa alayhi salam here is Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala explaining a situation that occurred with Musa alayhi salam. And when Musa alayhi salam returned to his people angrily and upset, because he had to go to Sinai to receive wahi from Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, so he left Harun alayhi salam in charge. He said, how bad is it that you have gone against what I came to you with? Have you gone ahead of the command of your Lord? And he threw the tablets down and he grabbed his brother's head, i.e. Harun alayhi salam, from his head, and he said to him, and then Harun alayhi salam replied to him, "Oh, the son of my mother, the people overpowered me, they made me weak, and they were about to kill me." And then he said, "Do not count me amongst the enemies and do not make me of those who are the wrongdoers." Then Musa alayhi salam said in dua, "Oh my Lord, forgive me and my brother and enter us into your mercy, you're the most merciful." It's such a powerful thing here. I'll explain the situation inshallah. Musa alayhi salam now went to Sinai to receive revelation from Allah. The way this revelation was done is Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala would give tablets to Musa alayhi salam. On these tablets were written the guidances, the laws, what they had to stick by, the people of the time. When Musa alayhi salam went, Harun alayhi salam was in charge, and a man by the name of Samiri came and he misled Bani Israel to start worshipping a calf. When Musa alayhi salam returned, he saw all of this and he got angry. And from his intense anger, he grabbed Harun alayhi salam from his head. He's like, "What's going on here?" Then Harun alayhi salam had to explain to him that the people overpowered me, they're about to kill me. I tried my best, but it just didn't happen. So then Musa alayhi salam made his dua. Now, what's the point I'm trying to make from these two verses, dear brothers and sisters? Even though Musa alayhi salam was upset with him, there's actually something so beautiful in this ayah. It shows you deeply what the bond of two brothers should be like. The bond of two brothers should be linked only to the mission of Allah. How beautiful. Even when Musa was angry, but look, there was beauty in his anger because his anger was connected to something meaningful. And the reason why, in my humble opinion, why siblings just do their own thing later on in life is because they're not aligned on something bigger than themselves. I know, for example, if some brother was to get smacked on the head, the other big brother would come and deal with the bully. That's not what we mean here by love, though. That's not what we mean here by true brotherhood and true relation between siblings. It's even at the case where if I have to do something which is over my comfort zone, but for the sake of the vision, and because you're my brother, I will do it. I will completely do it. An example of this is like, if a brother has a huge money opportunity, like living in Dubai, but his brother is living in the UK, and he's like, "Look, we done this dawah together and we're trying to spread Islam. You could earn just a portion or fraction less, but at least you'd be here." And the brother's going through a tussle now. What do I do? At this moment, you will know if they are aligned on a vision. Because if they're aligned on a vision, even before considering that, he would have put forward the vision of Islam himself here. So you're like, you know what? I cannot forsake our brotherhood. But why? Because our brotherhood is more unique than any brotherhood that exists because it's tied to Allah. It's tied to Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. Same between sisters. And I'm focusing only on siblings here because why? It's very sad. Siblings, they grow in the same womb of the mum. They drink the same milk. They almost wear the same clothes because the older sibling passes over his clothes to the younger sibling. They eat from the same plate. You know, years ago you had these like camcorders which weren't really clear. You can see that they were both sitting alongside each other, laughing, joking, smiling, play fighting, and then they grow old, they grow old, they grow old, and the older they grow, the more further they depart from each other's closeness. But why? It's because that brotherhood wasn't cemented in something substantial. It's just circumstances happened, and after that people went their own ways. But if it was always about brotherhood, then we would have the same brotherhood like we have with Musa alayhi salam and Harun. And when Musa alayhi salam heard that Harun alayhi salam tried his best, what did he do? He straight away resorted to humility. I said, Ya Allah, forgive me and my brother. Even though he wasn't the one who was there at the time, he said, قَالَ رَبِّ اغْفِرْ لِي. Like, forgive me, Ya Allah, then forgive my brother. Maybe I have a part to play in this failure too. Maybe. And admit us both into your mercy. You learn here, dear brothers and sisters, that if you're going through turbulences with your siblings, or even if you're not going through turbulences, make sure you tie your relationship with your siblings to something substantial. Otherwise, a circumstance will happen and you think, oh, how this person's changed and we were so close. It wasn't necessarily that mad things changed. It's just that a circumstance didn't come to test the bond of that brotherhood. It's just basically what happened. But then when something came to test it, everyone jumped ship. Everyone jumped ship. So what I'd say to the dear viewers is, from this ayah in Juz 9, if you have siblings that you haven't really attached your bond to something bigger, please do so now. And if your parents, who are also watching this, it's very important to align your children so that they can become siblings in the future who are aligned by something bigger than just blood and niceties and cuddles and hugs. That's all cool as well. But if there's no meaning behind that or beneath that, then subhanAllah, I've seen in my lifetime where people who shared the same stomach and the same milk and the same mother, instead of them being siblings, they became enemies because there was nothing binding. So yeah, that's the reminder from today's episode. Jazakumullah khairan. Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh.